One of the things that I notice about hiring a marketing agency or hiring people to do marketing is that you have a couple of choices. You can hire a specialist, right? And the specialist may be the best website builder of all time, or they might be the best person at Google Ads, but they usually charge a premium, right? The specialist, the freelancer, because they're an expert at what they do. Maybe the other option is you hire a VA. The VAs can be good, but you got to train them, and sometimes they fall off the face of the earth, and you think, where did that person go, right? Or there's a communication barrier. Then the other option is maybe going to a full service agency. And kind of the issues with them is that they're so big, they have so many clients that they end up passing your project, and it's usually project based with an agency like that, down to an hourly employee at the end of the day. And so they may have the most amazing onboarding process, but when it actually comes to product delivery, the ball gets dropped because they're just so big. And so I've been thinking, and then the other thing is that your business, especially in our space, your business changes a lot. I mean, I've gone through how many iterations in my business? A lot. People are like, what the heck do you do, Alex? I'm like, I do a lot of things, right? But my needs, what I needed in marketing changed a lot over time as my business grew, as I learned more. And if I was to go to every single iteration and hire a specialist or an agency or have to educate an employee like that, it's not feasible. And so there's been some different models out there, and I want to show you one that I'm launching here and excited about, which is, I call it unlimited marketing, one subscription for everything. And so I'll explain to you how this works, but it's kind of a new model. I'd love to get your guys' feedback on it, okay? These are all the services that we can provide in unlimited supply. And I'll tell you what unlimited means and how that works, okay? But we can build you websites and landing pages. We can do Google and Facebook ads. We can do social media content and management, video editing, podcast editing, graphic design and marketing materials, email marketing, copy, SEO, blog writing, personalized marketing, consulting, branding and style guides, and YouTube and podcast SEO and management. So we can do all of this stuff, literally unlimited supply. And how we do it is, you would submit a ticket. Okay. And once you submit that ticket, there's an onboarding process into that service. We develop it and then it's delivered. And some of these services, once you onboard into them, will be continuous. So our SEO service, it's continuous and it's ongoing. Okay. Our social media management services, continuous and ongoing. Okay. What else? This, right? So any of these that require kind of monthly maintenance, right? They're actually, once you onboard into them, they're continuous over your singular subscription, okay? Some of these, though, you obviously wouldn't do on a monthly basis. Like, you might not always need new websites and landing pages, but when you did, it's there and you can get them. You might not always need new branding and style guides, but when you do want it, it's there. You might not always need video editing, podcast editing, but when you need it, we can do it for you, okay? And it's under one subscription, okay? And so, like I said, how this works is you submit a ticket, you onboard into it, we develop it, we check with you, and then it goes into delivery, okay? And this is just done on a continuous, infinite basis, as much as you really need. And so this is how it actually works, okay? You have a marketing queue, you have your queue of services, and we take on one service at a time, okay? So that marketing goes into the processing, okay? And then it goes into customer review for you to review, and then it's completed and it's put into monthly maintenance. And then you can queue another, and I don't know why it's doing this crazy transition, but then we will move your next item in your queue over into the processing part. And if you wanted to upgrade, you could have upwards to 2 orders or 2 marketing, processes happening at one time. Okay. So if you needed more to be done quicker, and most of these services, depending on the complexity, can be completed within 24 hours up to 7 days. For a multi-page website, for complex video, long video editing, at the kind of the higher end, it'd be 7 days, but really in 24 hours, we could get some of this stuff done. And like I said, as you move some of these services like SEO over, those go into not completed, but over, I guess I should create another one that says monthly maintenance. Yep. And so it's a queue system. And why is it maybe better than the alternatives? Like I said, it controls cost. It's a flat fee. So as these new things come up, you're not having to, I hate this transition. You're not having to constantly source the other people, right? Oh, I need a video editor now. Oh, I got to go back to that video editing guy. And guess what? That video editing guy doesn't have time and he charges a premium. Oh, and now I need SEO. So now I got to go under, how do you even vet an SEO company unless you yourself are an SEO expert? I mean, you're just going off somebody's referral. So you don't need to vet your freelancers anymore. You don't need to train your VAs anymore. You don't need to work with project-based agencies, right? And there's no long-term contracts. and you can start, pause, and stop at any time. And so this is just a new take on the marketing agency, because I know people in our space, they really do need a wide variety of services in variable time frames. Oh, I was on a podcast this week. Can you, and like to have those people in your back pocket for every individual service, it's just not really feasible, and to go through a specialist for each one. And then, like I said, the cost is going up and down and all, right? And it's not very good on my side too, because like, I don't want to just work on one project and then not have any money next week and then try to find, and I'm constantly in the same cycle of trying to find new clients to provide services for. So it's actually better from my side. I can provide a higher quality service, really focus on people's brands, right? So let me continue here. So that's that. Those are some of the reasons. These are some of the assets that we can create as far as website goes. So that's a funnel. These are some of the marketing assets. These are some of more of the graphic designs that we can do. Some of the landing page and websites. More graphic design. More graphic design. This is one of the branding kits, so we can actually build out kind of your colors. We can even do, there's another landing page. We can even do full like brand guidelines. So it goes over your company logo, the reason, the color scheme behind it, the typography, right? All the different logic behind why we do what we're doing. And I'm going to have a lot more to really go over every single one, but I just want to put this out there and see if it's connecting, see if it's addressing maybe a need or something that you guys are seeing. I know, Robert, we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but what do you guys think about that?
I'm going to jump in, Alex. I'm going
go ahead.
Concept is brilliant, I think.
Thank you. Bill?
What's the service called?
I call it unlimited marketing.
Did count. I like it. Was this what you mentioned yesterday when we were on a call, or was there something else?
There's something else, actually.
Oh, okay.
There's something else that's even bigger, which I'll talk about here in a second.
Alex, come on.